Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. The release of Singleton mother Kathleen Folbig from prison has prompted calls for an overhaul of the state's criminal justice system. The 55-year-old has been pardoned after serving 20 of a 25-year sentence over the deaths of her 4 children. Greens MP Sue Higginson says while the decision reflects a major moment for justice, it will go down as one of the system's worst mistakes.
We need to take a long, hard look at this. We need to look back. We need to look at the difficulty in accessing this justice and this outcome that poor Kathleen has had. And we need to look about how can we improve this? The efficiency and access to justice is a human rights issue. We need to do better. And I know we can. And I suspect that's something that this current Attorney General will now look at.
The lawyer and friend of Kathleen Folbig says she's grateful to see the sun rise as a free woman. Friends say she can finally mourn her children. Renee Rego says a lot of tears were shed on her first night of freedom.
We had some pizza and we sat down and we laughed, we cried, and we just talked about, how things are going and hopes for the future. So it was a really beautiful night.
The future of the coal industry in the Hunter Valley was a major topic of debate when the ABC's Q&A was broadcast from Newcastle's Conservatorium of Music last night. Lord Mayor Nuatali Nelms and Shadow Energy Minister Ted O'Brien clashed over the issue of transitioning from coal to renewables.
That demands a debate about physics, engineering, economics, an implementation plan.
With all due respect, it doesn't demand a debate, it demands action. We need action, not a debate.
Sure.
It's taken fire crews almost 7 hours to extinguish a fire at Horizon Port Services at Carrington. Newcastle Fire Command says several piles of copper and lead concentrate at the Burke Street site caught fire at about 9:30 yesterday morning, with 13 trucks called to the incident. No one was injured and there was no damage to the building. We're being urged to implement safe hygiene practice this winter as cases of RSV in the Hunter and New South Wales continue to rise. It's RSV Awareness Week, and experts say the lesser-known respiratory virus can often go unnoticed. Catherine Hughes from the Immunisation Foundation of Australia says it's important to stay on top of our health until more effective prevention methods for RSV are found.
While there's no routine vaccine currently available for RSV here in Australia, we have seen vaccines begin to be approved overseas, which has been really pleasing. So my fingers are crossed that we will have a vaccine that could prevent RSV and keep lots of babies and kids out of hospital.
Marine rescue crews have been kept busy in the Hunter despite activity on the water dropping off in the cooler months. They carried out 44 rescue missions in Lake Macquarie last month, more than any other unit in the state, and 15 in Port Stephens. Across the state, the majority of rescues were for boats running out of fuel, having flat batteries, or simply breaking down.
2NURFM Sport.
The Newcastle Knights will head into Saturday's game against the Broncos refreshed and full of confidence after a win over Manly and a bye last week. Coach Adam O'Brien is expected to name a full-strength squad today, with Tyson Frizzell slotting back into the forward pack after Origin 1. Back rower Adam Elliott says their focus is on maintaining the winning momentum.
I think that's why those teams that are really entrenched at the top half of the 8, that's why they're there, because they've had that consistency and been able to put back-to-back wins together. So if we want to see ourselves there and be playing finals footy at the end of the year, it needs to start now. We need to go to Brisbane with the attitude that we can't lose. It's got to be a back-to-back win for us.
Toronto golfer Jake Riley has praised his experience at the Adam Scott Junior Championships in Florida last month. The 17-year-old finished third in the competition before going out to dinner with Adam Scott himself, who Riley credits as his idol. Riley says his experience representing Golf Australia in the tournament was amazing and he's confident ahead of the New South Wales All-School Championships later this month. And Merriweather surfer Ryan Callanan has bowed out of the El Salvador World Surfing Games, coming in third behind Spaniard Aritz Arambarou. And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 1, 11, 23, 28, 35 and 37, and the supplementaries are 7 and 13. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.